Yo guys, RocketInsight here, back with another analysis video. This video is going to be just a little bit different from my standard analysis videos. Here we have a special request from Not Nick, who basically hit me up on Discord and was like, there's this SSL YouTuber who, gets SSL without any kind of, let's say, top level mechanics. And he basically wanted me to try to analyze his game, see what he's all about. So this video will be kind of similar in terms of the other analysis videos. However, it'll be a little bit of more of a live commentary. There will obviously be some edits here and there. I will obviously be using the jump in replay to maybe show different alternatives depending on what they do. So, yep, hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, let's see how this SSL does with the minimal mechanics. All right, so let's begin. Let's see what we've got here, guys. All right, so he cheats. He goes for boost. All right, so here, this should have been a goal. Let's see what happened here. As you guys already know, on kickoff, you should always cheat on kickoff, unless you tell your mate to push the ball back right. So here, I believe this is Cam. So Cam goes for the back right kickoff, and then Jack should be able to push this to the back right. So Cam has a free ball. It goes to the left. So then I don't know, because obviously I don't have the quick chat available to me. So I have no idea whether the instructions were given. Let me see how Jax pushes for the ball, because then that would kind of tell me. So he should go to the left here. Okay, so Jax hits the ball head on, which makes me feel as though Cam maybe did not tell him to go, that he's going back right. I'm not really sure, because I don't have a quick chat available to me, so I can't really figure out what happened here. But in hindsight, he should have obviously cheated here. He picks up the boost, and then yeah, if he hits this on target, you're not saving it. So in terms of XG, this is going to be 1-0 to the orange team here. All right, so let's keep it pushing. Great flick. That was a really good flick here. That's nice. Sees the opponent right in front of him. Lower ranks might take their time here, thinking, oh, he's pushing away, but no, they could easily turn, dunk you, especially because Jax is with no boost and in front of him. He can't afford just to lose possession here, so this is really smart. A nice flick over the top. That was really good here. All right, let's keep it pushing. All right, grab the corner boost. Yep, this looks pretty good. Good positioning, just kind of tracking the play here. Seeing what's going to happen. Obviously, Jax is still in the play. Still, he might be able to demo. He might be able to bump. Just keeping close, kind of figuring out what's going to happen next. We go for the ball here, which I think is fine. He sees an opportunity. I don't know. This could be a little bit risky. Let's take a look. This could be a little bit risky. I feel like if 5 was a bit quicker here, could he have beaten Cam to the ball? Let's see, where is 5? Okay, so here's 5. So if I were to control his car, yeah, I think he could have. If he just sped up here, and then just get the ball here, he might have been able to hit this ball past Cam and score an open net. I had a feeling this was a bit risky to turn into this ball. In the end, we get a good 50, so it works out fine. But maybe 5 didn't expect Cam to just push up like that. Decent 50. Lands kind of just neutral. Jax is about to get the mid boost here. So let's see how Cam positions. Yep, this is reasonable positioning here. We go for corner boost. Not really sure about that. Because Jax is going to get mid boost here, I would prefer Cam to just stay in the play a bit more. So something like this right here, and then maybe grab this pad here, and then maybe see if you can have possession here, and then try and make something happen here. Because yeah, he could double tap it into your net, but let's say he does, then you can kind of just chill here, and if it double taps it, then you can just go and chase it and clear the ball away. And then when he misses, then you can have free possession here, and then try and make something happen. I think when you go for boost here, then you get a bit too far away from the play here, and it's gonna take you a little while to support mate. It works out in the end, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Here, let's see. Goes up for an aerial. Cam turns away here because he thinks his teammate is gonna get dunked. At SSL, I would probably try to trust mate a bit more and face the 50 instead of sideways. That way, if he does get dunked, then you know Jax has the responsibility here to not get dunked. Right, he needs to make sure he beats the first man, and he does his job. And because it looks like we don't fully trust that he did his job, it turns out that this ball, which could have been ours, is now the opponent. So for example here, and maybe like this, so maybe see he beats him, we can now beat this guy here, and now we get the ball. This is how I see it. Obviously it's all in hindsight, so who's the other guy? If Nawafi does get the hit and you're facing forward, it's awkward for you, but it's very unlikely that the dunk is going to lead straight into your net. It can happen, but I would probably argue low probability, especially when you're hoping that Jax will try to get some sort of touch or some sort of 50 or something, right? So here, probably face the ball here. We don't face the ball, and then all of a sudden we're playing defense. Nice, good read. This is good. This is really good. Yeah, great positioning, just good awareness. I think Cam knew that there was a second opponent on his corner wall, and then great challenge. Yeah, that's just nothing really more to say here other than just a great fantastic challenge. We grab the boost. This is perfect. Pushing up. Here I would probably push up a bit harder, so maybe like this, just in case, like as you saw there, basically 50 happened. But this is also safe because this is a bit risky, because it's very hard for Jax to get a good 50 here. So if you push up too hard, then if Nawafi just booms it, you're not going to save it. So this safe distance, it does make sense. This is what happened here. So we push up because we think mate wants to give us the ball, but this is scary to me, just because Nawafi is also behind it too, and we can't really see his car too much, so we don't know how the 50 is going to happen. Yeah, so eventually we do get a touch, but can you guys see how easily the ball could have went around us here? Like here, imagine if it went around us a bit more. So imagine if the touch went something like the ball went here around you, then he's going to turn around and be able to potentially get an open net. So that was just a little bit, I want to say a little bit scary there. So here, in this situation, if we're this far back, I'll probably just wait here and then collect the ball like this. I'll just wait for some sort of challenge, some sort of flip, and then collect the ball afterwards, instead of just diving in here, which could have been quite dangerous, but it's fine in the end. I can't help but feel we should have been first man here. We're closer to the ball, we have a good amount of boost. We turn away, which means that 5 now has more time on the ball, meaning that he can see Jax coming from a long way away, which means that he has more time to figure out how he's going to beat Jax. Eventually, well, 5 eventually just goes for a musty, which I don't think was the right play. If he just hits it straight down to Nawafi basically picks up the ball. So if he just basically, let me show you guys. So if he just basically passes the ball down quickly to Nawafi picks it up. Nawafi has so much time to go for a dribble, air dribble bump, something that would probably result in a goal here. But had we played as first man, I think it would have been easier to intercept. So for example, you can try and potentially be first, tell your mate, I'm going to go first, I can be quicker to the ball here, and then your mate basically picks up the second ball because he's also close to the play, right? So he'll be able to follow the second ball. But if you go for boost here and your mate wins the ball, then there's no point because your mate did a good job in winning the ball, but we're too far away for the second ball, which then just resets everything. We can't get the second ball. The opponent is likely going to get the second ball, which they do. So this is not something that is entirely ideal. This was really a nice touch. I like this touch a lot. It's very easy. Just a lot of lower ranks will probably just wait for the ball to bounce, jump and hit this ball, wait for the ball bounce, try to go for an air dribble. We just take a nice touch. It could be quite scary because you could get dunked, but I think Cam knew what he was doing here. He knew that he was going to beat Nawafi here. Take a nice beat here. Here, I think we had more time. Yeah. The moment we beat Nawafi and you turn, you can see that what's his name? 5 was obviously pretty far back, so you beat him. He's pretty far back. He could turn, but then you see this and you can see he's backwards. So if we just had taken another touch here, and then you can try and go for a shot. I think you had so many more options here, but I think we shot just way too early. There's a lot of space here. But I think, obviously, Cam already knows that, so no big deal there. Alright, nice. Good rotation. Interesting shot here. Go for the ball. He gets bumped. This is a bit of a weird situation because 5 does get bumped, so you're thinking, oh, I have a free shot. But then as you get closer, you realize, oh no, he can still block it. So then you try to angle your car in a way where you get a better 50. Ideally, you would want to 50 the ball with the back of your car, just because there's better like surface area like this or something like that, right? Where you cover the ball with the back of your car because of a larger surface area, so that if you do get 50, it's likely going to be a pretty good 50, which is what I think Cam tried to do maybe. Good rotation back. Nice. This is good. A lot of lower ranks don't jump here. They just basically sit in there and just wait for the double tap like this. But there's no point, right? If you know if a double tap is going to happen, then just try to jump, right? Try to jump something. Just, you never know. You might jump and eventually the double tap might hit your car and it's a save. So don't be afraid of just jumping and trying to read the double tap like what Cam does there. So it's a good tip to keep in mind, especially for the higher ranks. Alright, let's see what happened here. So we push forward, which is fine, obviously. He takes a touch, which I thought Cam was going to shadow here. But then we decide to insta challenge, and then we clearly get beat, and then it's a goal. So here, obviously, because this is SSL level, I'm trying to understand what could be going through the mind of an SSL. So here, what I thought may have happened is once 5 takes a slow touch, well, Cam turns away because he thinks that 5 might take a heavy aerial touch into the air, try go for the play. But the moment he took a soft touch, it may have like baited Cam to push in a bit more, thinking that he can push in, because 5 probably thinks, oh, there's no way Cam is going to push in this. It's a 2v1. Why would he push? So he thinks that maybe 5 will take his time, and then because 5 will take his time, you know, we can maybe get a challenge off. But the only issue is that 5 has a clear view of your car. So if you go to where 5 is, he can clearly see your car. So this just means it's going to be in a very, very easy beat. If we were like behind the ball a little bit or waited for the ball to drop where he was not able to see your car, then maybe you would have been able to sneak. Another reason could be that had we turned around and kind of played shadow, then Nawafi is going to just go for a demo chase, and it's going to be a 2v1 demo chase, and you're going to die and they're going to score. But you never know, you might be able to avoid the demo and then eventually try and get the save, right? So yeah, I do genuinely think this is a mistake, but you know, it is what it is. So Alright, let's keep it moving. Okay, kick off here. So obviously we kind of go for a speed flip. It's no mechanics, but I guess speed flip could be considered just a basic mechanic, so maybe it's okay to use. Okay, just a kickoffs are just kickoffs. No point trying to dissect a lot of information on kickoffs. This is good. Getting the corner boost here is fine. If you notice here, we don't go for mid boost because if you remember the rule, is that the rule is if the ball goes to, if the kickoff ends up going on your side of the field, you don't go for mid boost, you go for corner boost. And obviously, depending on how bad the kickoff is and how bad the situation is, then you might go for pads instead to get back quicker. But if it's a situation where, you know, the opponent is not going to get the ball anytime soon, then you can go for corner kickoff. So this is a good rule to keep in mind. All right, let's keep it moving. So we go get the corner boost, which is fine. Okay, interesting here. This is fine, I think. He goes up. We play underneath here. Let me see. So here, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. But the only thing is, we can see that 5 is really far away here, so we didn't really have to flip, I don't think. I think we could have controlled this ball, so maybe something like, so we do this is fine, and then we just kind of come down and, you know, try to play the ball, you know, whatever it might be, is what we could have done. Just kind of just float, and then whatever it is that you want to do, you can do. So I'm not too sure. I'm very hesitant to say lack of awareness here because they are, you know, Cam is an SSL player, so you can't really become SSL if you don't have any kind of awareness. So, you know, I can't really dig into his brain too much because, you know, I'm not him. I don't know what he's thinking. So, yeah. Alright, nice touch. Just to ward off any kind of danger. Good positioning, keeping close. Keeping close for the 50. Jackson doesn't take a good 50. Doesn't even try to jump or anything. So here, if we were Jackson, maybe something like that, right? He doesn't really jump, so it ends up just, you never want erratic 50s because erratic 50s are super awkward to deal with. So if you can keep your 50 controlled to some degree, even if it goes to a crazy direction, as long as it's not super awkward like this one, this is a really awkward 50. Look, you even get bumped and it's just really hard to deal with just because of a 50 that could have been dealt with a lot easier. And this should have been a goal. 5 should have scored this, especially at SSL level, I'm assuming. So let's see what happened here. He misses it. Jackson accidentally pushes Cam forward. Cam goes for mid boost, which I think is fine. It sounds a bit weird to go for mid boost here, but you're pushed so far out of position that you could probably grab a pad and kind of just come back here like this. But going for mid boost is also okay, because we know a 50 and we know the danger is not really there just yet. We know Jackson's probably going to clear the ball, so it was fine it was momentarily fine. Here, let's see what happened here. Oh, this is a bit of a weird one. Because remember, as second man, you want a position for the second ball. So as Cam is trying to get back into position for the second ball, Jackson takes a touch where it kind of pops off the corner, then pops off the wall, and it just lands nicely for Nawafi. So then, you know, you get this situation where could have been dangerous. Could rotations have been improved a little bit, or getting back into position maybe? So for example, when you're in this position, I probably go more aggressive towards the corner. So I'm kind of going towards where the ball is. But like I said, this is hindsight, so it could be easier said than done. But I'm trying to play as naturally as I can possibly be. So this is me being as honest as I can possibly be. So if I'm playing this game, this is something that I naturally would do. This is how I typically play. So, you know, I'll try to be as honest as I can. Alright, so let's keep it moving. Here, like I said, could have been dangerous. Nice, good hit away here. Good awareness to know that you have time here. Here, because you can see 5 is coming back. So when we pop it like this, we know 5 is driving back, so it's going to be very difficult. Well, you kind of know that because 5 is driving back, you won't be able to turn into this ball, which means that you can kind of instinctively know that you have time with this ball here, which is what Cam, you know, does know, and he takes his time here. So that was good. That was great. Great pop here, and a great shot attempt. You know, really powerful shot. Obviously, just a bit too high, but I thought that was great, especially because he's also playing with no mechanics. Then you can't really expect like resets or stuff like that. So yeah. All right, let's keep it moving. Good positioning. This positioning is good. We got mid boost. Join the play again. Yep, Jackson goes for the shot, makes a save. We tried. Great touch, guys. Pay attention to this. This is great. Right, it's not just a touch, it's a touch with intention to hit us to the corner, and also to have the intention to recover properly with all 4 wheels, keeping momentum towards the ball. Okay, I think here the opponent should have definitely gotten a 50, so this is good. Yeah, the opponent just whiffs here, but you know, it's all the work of Cam here, so that was a great goal. I think that was good. The touch was really good there. It shows you why recovery after a touch is very important. Kickoff, I mean, kickoffs are just kickoffs, guys. You know, sometimes you cheat soft at work, sometimes you cheat hard, and it works. So in the end, they don't score from it. So yeah. Here, this was good. So let's see this again, guys. So he flicks it up, turns, and then we go for the ball. So here, what I will say is, I think we turn a bit too early here. And the reason why I say that is because we turn early in the sense that we're so underneath the ball that when Noafi hits the ball, we don't know where 5 is. So because we don't know where 5 is, it's either like, do I go for this ball or do I turn away, right? So here we choose to go to the ball, and it pays off because 5 doesn't go for it. But this could have been dangerous. You could argue, well, 5 is going back here, so why would he turn? But the moment Noafi is up in the air, this is enough time for 5 to recognize this here if he didn't flip, and then now we can try and get the ball instead of instead of Cam, right? So this is definitely a possibility. And so here I was thinking maybe is kind of go back a bit, so maybe like this, and now you can kind of see, right? So here you can kind of see, okay, 5 is not going for it, so I can now go for the ball. So like maybe turn like here, I can see everything. I can see that 5 is not going for the ball. I can now go for the ball. But I think when we turn too early, then with no vision, we have uncertainty. So this is the issue here. We have uncertainty, then we kind of just jump. And 5 could have controlled the ball, and they would have had possession once again. All right, this is good. Okay, so we get them. Okay, let's see this. This interaction is very interesting. So we go back to net. We turn towards our net, which I will address in a second. And then we're kind of stuck in the underneath the ball a little bit, and then we get demoed. So what happened here? I think here, because we know that Jax has the ball here, and because Jax is likely going to push the ball out or towards the other side, I would probably, or we would try to position accordingly to that. So it would look something like this. But I think this is just an awkward situation, simply because Noafi gets a really good touch here, which I think no matter where you position, you're expecting Jax to beat him, but then he gets a good touch, so it leaves you in this awkward position. So I think I take it back. I think it's just this turn here. I'm not too sure about. Actually, no, it's fine, because if Jackson does beat Nawafi here, then your position actually looks pretty good. It actually does. But you can say likewise, right? So if I go position like this and Jackson beats Nawafi, then it's also the same thing, because I can just follow up on the second ball here. I think this situation is just really down to this great touch by Nawafi, great interception. So no matter how you position, it kind of just puts you in this awkward position in general. So yeah, I think this is more credit to Nawafi than it is a criticism, I would say. Alright, just following the play here. Okay, don't expect 5 to whiff here. So I understand this completely. Yep, we try to turn again. We go for it. Nice, good 50. Covering high, showing the back a bit more. Yep, and then obviously winning it because we're covering obviously the higher portion of the ball. Great 50. Oh, nice save by 5. Mate tries to pass it. Great jump cancel. So here, as you can see, we don't just commit to the ball. Once we jump, we realize that we can't get the ball. Let me cancel out of my jump by flipping, and then just get grounded again, and Jackson has the ball once again. So that's really, really important to keep in mind. Kind of accepting that you can't go for the ball here. And then what happened here? 5 just passes the ball, and then Jax just scores. So yeah, interesting. Did not expect a straight pass. All right, let's keep going, guys. 50, I mean not 50, sorry. Kickoff. Jax gets the ball. I can't even speak. Good 50. Good touch by Jax, and Cam kind of watching here. Okay, 5 takes it on the sidewall, gets a really, really good double, and they score. So, is there anything here we could have improved on? So, the 50 is, I mean, the 50, I keep calling it, well, it is technically 50, but kickoff is just a kickoff. Jackson tries to get a read. Ideally, you would want the read to obviously push towards their side. So the ball kind of just flings over here. This does not obviously happen, as you guys already know. So it goes towards mid, which makes it really awkward. We get the boost here, which is obviously fine. We kind of jump in towards, we're not jumping, we kind of turn towards the middle. If he hits it towards net, I don't know if, yeah, if he hit it towards net, I would, unless it's an absolute, you know, beautiful of a shot, I'm expecting Jax to save it there. He takes on the sidewall. So before we look at the sidewall, let me just see here. Okay. So 5 couldn't have taken a shot here. The ball is, he's too far. He can't get there in time to go for a shot. And I think this would have been quite comfortably saved. So Cam recognizes this, that he can't really shoot. He's too far away. This is good. Now the sidewall read happens. At this point, I think the issue here is that we push up too far and we kind of just ball watch and follow the pathing of the ball too much, and then we end up positioning in the same area as Jack, so that when the sidewall read beats us, none of us can get the ball here, as you can see. So obviously it's really easy to criticize this, because what if 5 doesn't get the sidewall read? Because it's a very low probability shot. It's a high level shot. So if he misses it or he doesn't hit it that well, then that's it. There's no real danger, right? But ideally, the moment he hits it there, I think what we needed to do is kind of accept that we are now second man in rotation and that Jax is already rotated and he'll probably look after this ball. So we can kind of just position like this, so that when this does happen, we now have our clear, we can control the ball, whatever it might be. So yeah, but it is a low probability shot, so underestimating it kind of makes sense, I would say. All right, so far so good. 2-2. Kickoff. Nice, good rotation. They tried to do a Spanish, I think it was, wasn't it? No, it wasn't a Spanish. What am I talking about? It was just a redirect kickoff to the right. Okay, yep, get the boost. Just keeping in track with the play. Jax booms it. We speed up. Nice, he got the reset, so we can't really challenge here because you don't want him to beat us. So we wait. Good. Yeah, this is good. We take a touch. Kind of awkward, especially when you're playing with no mechanics. Then you can't really do too much with this ball. You might just let it drop. Let it drop. Here we try to jump as it drops. It looks like we're gonna get dunked here. Yeah, we do. This is tough. This is tough because obviously we're restricted with mechanics, so I don't know exactly, you know, what are the limitations here in terms of what you can do. Ideally, you might want to just, you know, pop air dribble this ball, take it to the other side, and kind of just buy time for mate and yourself to reposition a little bit. Maybe take it up the ceiling, but I don't know what counts and what doesn't count as like what's allowed basically. That's what I mean. I don't know like if what's allowed and what's not allowed. Like, are we allowed to do this or not? We choose to play it patiently, but this is very, very hard to control now. You could argue flip the ball here, but you know, you could maybe try to flip, but I don't think it's gonna do too much. So we do get dunked, unfortunately. Jax does well with the save here. Okay, just following the play, goes up the wall. Nice patience, really good. Don't challenge this. How do we know? Because you can see Jax has no boost. He's far away from the play. If we try to challenge this and we get beat, it's going to take Jax a little bit more time to get back, as you can see, and it could be very dangerous. Cam does really well in noticing this, turns away, and kind of just plays it a bit more patiently. And now there's our opportunity. Great hit, by the way. Great hit. You might be thinking, you know, why not hit it on target? Well, if he hits it on target, then 5 is perfectly positioned to make the save. So if we hit it onto the backboard, it becomes really awkward for 5, which then sets up Jax to go for the shot, and they almost score because of it. So intelligent play right there. And because it was just an unfortunate shot, naturally it will lead into Cam being in a 2v1. It doesn't mean that what they did was wrong. It was just unfortunate, right? The play was good. Jax didn't manage to score. It hits the post. And because it hits the post, it leads to a 2v1 a lot quicker than normal. So the situation is just unfortunate in general. Nice challenge. This is a nice challenge here. Your 2v1 here. You can probably fake challenge. Try to dawdle on the ball, off the ball a little bit. Try to fake out. A lot of this will be down to your one's abilities and how confident you are. We go for the inter challenge. 5 doesn't expect it, and it works out nicely. Here, I probably would have latched onto this ball here. Jax takes the ball, and we don't go for the second ball here, even though both opponents were, you know, facing backwards at the time. I would probably say I would like you to try and position for the second ball a little bit more. So here, takes a touch, kind of just force the play, and try to make something happen. Good 50 by Jax. He still follows it up, and he still gets a nice goal there. All right, nice. That was good. That was good by Jax. Okay, they go for the Spanish. Get demoed. Nothing really to talk about there. Okay, here. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a bit of impatience here. We flip. And then we just get beat instantly. So flipping here is not the end of the world, but the moment we land, we should be facing away. And then try to recover the ball. Like this. But it's difficult in the sense that if he booms it towards net, then did he have an opportunity to? He had no boost, but we don't really know he has no boost because we just got demoed. So could he have done it? No, he wouldn't have been able to hit it towards net. So let me go. Wait, where's my? Oh, this Cam. So here you could argue, but you are demoed, so you want to get back into the play. You could argue, you know, you shouldn't have flipped here. This is all just hindsight, and then turn it by. But don't think the flip was a big problem, because I think you still had time to turn back, and then, you know, you can deal with the situation now, as opposed to just committing here. But the fact that you backflip, I don't know, it suggests to me that we just wasn't aware of 5 getting the ball there, but, you know, I'm not inside your head, so I don't know exactly what you were thinking, but a little bit strange, that situation. Alright, kickoff, good kickoff. Yeah, I mean, just another kickoff goal, guys. They tried to do another Spanish. That's actually so annoying. Okay. Ooh, nice challenge. I like this challenge. I think driving backwards just threw him off a little bit. And because if you backflip, as I said, when you backflip, you cover a lot of more surface area. So if you do 50, it kind of works out nicely for you. And it actually worked out really nice here. Here, definitely don't commit here. You're winning the game. So here you're winning the game by 4-3. So here just kind of stay grounded. You can challenge, but stay grounded. And that way you'll be able to recover a lot quicker. So yeah, just stay grounded and try not to commit. And if you were going to jump, try to make it maybe a single jump. So like this, a single jump, and that way you can use a second jump to get a wave dash on the wall to try and recover. But the moment we flip, then it's kind of takes us a bit longer to recover, especially because you're winning, so we don't need the goal. Nice boost grab. Let me see this. Yeah, this is good. I think you pulled away to try and cover as much as the net as possible, which I thought was really good. Nice touch. Excellent follow-up. Good 50. Really good 50 there. Let me see what happened after the 50. I think Jax tries to go for it. He just lands to 5 after the 50. Oh, nice read. Really nice read. Recognize the pass. We try to cut in. We do get the cut in, and then we get the Doomsy dish in the end. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up Cam's analysis video. Again, he is playing with no mechanics. Do keep that in mind. So he is severely limited. He is an SSL player, so obviously do not doubt. I would definitely say positioning for the second ball a lot more is the key thing to improve. And yep, I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit of a different style, definitely a much longer video, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.